Hello friends, welcome to Techno Science Mentor. So today first create our Angular project. So let us start and then I'll explain about the file that is created in Angular project. So we go here and here you can see a command ng new and project name. So ng new techno science mentor angular. So let us check. It asking we want to add angular routing file. So yes, and here is there are different type of style files, style sheets. So css. So we take it css by default. So create it was it will take a little bit time, uh, then let it complete first, then I'll explain. Uh, Now you can see our Angular first project is created. So we can go here. So cd technoscience mentor code. We write code space dot. It will be automatically open in Visual Studio Code. So here you can see uh, our first project. So I'll explain here. So these three files tsconfig app.json, tsconfig.json, tsconfig.spexjson, these file is related to TypeScript. TS means TypeScript configuration related. tsconfig.json is generally for all the common for all, and tsconfig app.json is related to our application, and this is aspects is related to test project. Readme, when you see readme, so readme provides some information about the information about the project, and it will be also provide ng build to build the project, ng test to test the project, some uh, means details. So let us go and check one by one. Okay, so here you can see tsconfig. I already told that base TypeScript configuration for the project in the workplace. The presence of tsconfig JSON file in directory indicates that the directory is the root of the TypeScript project, and tsconfig JSON file specify the root files and compiler option required to the compile options. And readme is introductory documentation for the root application. Package.json configure npm package dependency that are available to all the project in the workplace. So you can go and check here, it will provide the dependency, all the details are here. And package log JSON. So package log JSON provides version information for all packages installed into node module by npm client. So here you can see what is installed in our application in the project is available here with the version and other details. You can check all these. So suppose that when we use command to create our first Angular project, then all the required packages are installed in module under node underscore module folder. Here you can see all the packages are here, that will be helped in Angular project development. So like okay, and Angular JSON, here you can see Angular JSON CLI configuration default for all the project in the workplace, including configuration option for build serve test tool that CLI use. We can use this file to set application level script and styling. So when you go Angular, so here the Angular details about the project level setting, and if you want to add more styling, here you can see styling. So you can add more style, you can add more script. Okay, and karma dot config is related to our testing when build, so it will be help in our testing. Okay, there is editor config maintain consistent coding style for multiple developer working on the same project across the various editor and IDE. It means when we developing our project, so a lot of team member is there. So for this purpose, editor config related, this file is available. And git ignore. Git ignore means when develop our project and do commit, that time git ignore these type of files and folders which are here. Suppose that in development purpose we want ignore some specific file, then we need to add that file details here. And modules, I already explained. Node module provides npm package to entire workplace wide node module dependency are visible to all the project. Browser list, here you can see browser list RC. The Angular CLI uses browser list to ensure compatibility with different browser versions. It is specifying which browser should be supported in our front-end application. Here you can see these are the list of browsers that support, and I think we covered all these one. Okay, and this is the polyfills. Okay, so polyfills is a piece of code used to provide modern functionality in older browsers that do not natively support. Okay, so we can open here it import, and it will be help to support our older browser. So okay, let me explain more about we explain these files src. All the main code is in this file src. Here you can see entry level, and let me open the Angular. So Angular, here you can see index, the path of a file to use for application level of HTML index. You know that Angular is a single page application, so the single page is index.html. We call all the component in index.html. So this is the single page, and main, the full path of main entry point to application. The TS file which is entry point TypeScript file is main.ts, and style.cs is a root level styling CSS file. When you open the Angular, so it will be available here style. If you want to add more or some you install third party library, then you need to add that source here and a script here, and mainly when you want to develop your coding, so this is the main component level. When you create one Angular project, then there is one component, that is app component, is automatically created by default. App module is automatically created, app component is created, and when we uh, use our command to create first application, then it was asking for creating root file. So this is the root file, and it will be help when we want to move from one component to another, and we will see how to configure these routing in Angular level, and we will learn more about in generally I'll explain. This is the testing files specs. This is the component file. So let it leave.